Then we have nature, which I love this image, the green man, the element of transformation, change, shifting, being authentic to who we are. I've talked about this all year long because we are in a year of nature. Nature transforms, nature changes, nature shifts. If we're not being in our skin, in our authenticity, nature, it's our innate nature. And we carry all of these elementals. It's just our prime directive is different for each and every one of us. So when we play or we muse about these elementals, especially if you tune into my daily snippet on YouTube, I'm literally choreographing, I'm doing a choreography, merging them all together. And I'm seeing and watching and pondering, like, what's the missing link? What is the elemental that's missing? What is the medicine of this person, the day master, the personal medicine, the gift and purpose? And, are they living their medicine? When people are not living their medicine, you'll find that they are actually at a crossroads in life.
Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, divine wills, blessings, absolutely 100%. So Venus has entered the magical gate of believing. We are being divinely otherworldly guided to sit and meditate on what our true north is about our heart. What does our heart believe to be authentically true? And what does our heart believe? Or where is our heart shining our light, our sun upon? So where is your childlike wonder? Something you've held onto that has been percolating under the sheets. Childhood exploration. Have you been dimming your light? The star that you are playing small as to not hurt those around you, and noticing the only one that you've been hurting or harming is actually yourself, your own starlight, your greatest asset. So you're ready to take my show above the 6 axis into the 1111 elves, elven numbers, the genies. It's great to see you all here and referring your friends and guests. Blessings to you for that. And did you know, literally, when we hit the 777, that is spirit of the self, the inner spirit, the spirit of the guard, the guardian of our galaxy, and the spirit of our higher self. It then becomes the divine self in alignment, resonating with creator, the oneness. And that is one of the reasons why numbers are so very powerful. The Powerball, the lottery in consciousness, the matrix, and unity. We've got unity today, which I'll get to later. So go ahead and share the excitement with your friends and guests, even your enemies. It doesn't really matter. Go ahead and hit the white rabbit. It's the only way to guarantee that we're going to get that nutritional quotient that our soul and our heart deserves. It's time to open the door, receive the light, the juice, the otherworldly light, as the sun shines upon everything it touches, shining brighter than ever before. It's time to allow, forgive, release, even surrendering to those false limitations, releasing what has no longer served us or ever has. So you may be feeling the whispering winds or even hearing them out in the stratosphere, listening to the language of the wind, the benevolent god Jupiter. Zeus, the planet of adding more to everything it touches, optimism, can actually be very contagious. So our thoughts may be percolating, manifesting thoughts of abundance, words, affirmations. It's time to move forward to a future our words are committed to, honoring our word, our spiritual truth, magnetizing our gift and purpose. Signs, sigils, symbols, all the things add to this choreography of manifestings to dreams that do come true. The universe is always listening. It's like a sounding board. And knowing that our solar plexus is really added to the ingredient to really excel upon here, our intuition is also in the mix. Change your stars, take my quiz. So your thoughts may be a little bit bossy. The CEO is trying to control this new choreography, an attitude about life, something life affirming, not life negating. So all of our life experiences that are in the filing cabinet in the collective sky, the ideas, words, experiences, data, mental clarity, they're all climaxing to a moment. It's like, what do we think we can heartfelt commit to moving forward in our grand design? So is your attitude in this alignment? Are you able to excel the thought or demission and just dissipate a negative one? Commanding forces, word smithing, telepathy literally always comes to mind. Scrubbing the auric field, the causal field. The passionate energy of the charming yin fire snake has actually left. So we do have a new energy entering in for the month of the horse here. Either way, thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. And also on this talented Thursday or tantalizing Thursday, for a minute I thought I put down terrific Tuesday, but it is what it is. We're doing fantastic. However, oh, I don't want you yet. I'm getting ahead of my brainy self. Where is my cute little, oh, there we go. Day 3 of Rising of the Origins. It actually starts today. This is connecting the elementals with the subtle energy body. And if you're ready to join in, all you have to do is activate your portal, setting the foundation, setting the stage. Go ahead and watch the replay. Gift and Purpose is also up there. And then later today, jing, 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 we do have 3 p.m. Mountain Time. And I just noticed that's not my favorite image. I grabbed a different one. Boy, I am all over the place, but not to worry. Oh, here it is. There we go. Today, we've got the elementals and the subtles, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So go ahead and check your timeline when I go live in your village using Zoom. And this week, I did bring in the Fae. If you watch my Monday live, we do have the singer in the house today. So with all of that, my name is Tonya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. Authentically Heartfelt. Go ahead and hit that white rabbit on YouTube, Tonya D. That's where you're tuning in right now. Musing with Tonya D, my podcast. Subscribe there as well. I do have a new artist out today. But the solar plexus is weaving the front side and the back side. It's scribing or scrubbing words, symbols, sigils, word games that we play with ourselves. But again, before I go any further, let's give a shout out to the village. The tribe is excelling and growing. Gratitude and blessings to you, for you, and all the things, to all the new peeps entering the village, the community. Subscribers, I do see you and hear you. And of course, I love to give a validation, a voice, acknowledgement that I do see you and I do hear you. So welcome to the show, my new friends and guests. I am imagining angel numbers of subscribers for my channel. Gemini season, it's going to be, I'm moving over to the 666 or the 1111, staying curious, hitting that goal story, the spirit to spirit to spirit, inspirited intentions, truly creating a village of musers with angel numbers. So if you're in, and I know you are, share with your friends, like-minded groups and whatnot. It really does take a tribe, a village, beyond the like-mindedness, by the way, to choreograph a stage to change the world and optimize it into an optimistic venue. So let's give a shout out also to those of you that do tune in to the replay later or have been a part of my journey since the very beginning and have navigated the craziness with me. It's not crazy. We're doing fantastic. So again, to you and for you, thanks for joining in as always. And do remember that if you are in need of a message for your day to get you on your merry way, just do a comment. Sharing is absolutely another way of paying it forward. You could, of course, always find me on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and my Reels. Thanks for saving, sharing, and commenting on my Reels. I'm escalated. I'm so happy, loving that you are sharing them, by the way, and that they're being seen, they're changing your story. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic reflecting assistant. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we have energetic hiccups, trivial pursuits, and we need an otherworldly life coach assistant, myself included, by the way, to get us out of our own way so our light shines brighter, the magic that resides within us. The daily snippet, what's this all about? Well, the cosmic highway, the planets by their elemental design in the galaxy doing their dance. I do follow the lunar energies of the moon through the gates and also through seasons. And for the season of Gemini, it's always the solar plexus by design online. This is about mental clarity, scrubbing the field, administration, data entry, thoughts percolating, bubbling, possibly outside the field, in the field, and just being mindful of both our inner world, the voice inside of us, self-esteem, being optimistic, self-confidence, yellow beaming like the sun. If you're not sure what that's talking about, change my stars, take my Change Your Stars quiz and find out your intuitive gift order or psychic ability. I always see Gemini as curiosity, questioning everything, traveling the neighborhood, the third house, communication. Who is the ruler of your third house? Find that planet. Where is your natal Mercury? Transiting Taurus right now. So you may have some channeling spiritually conversations, just saying. 4 pillars, the 4 pillars of destiny. I bring in the elemental of the day, the energy centers, the pathways, the fields. And as a reflector myself, I'm always asking, is this the right time, the right place? Am I with the right people at the right time and the right place? So it's very choreographing there. Or what am I seeing that nobody else can see, which happens a lot? And what's the movement, the momentum that I'm creating within a solution that I'm creating within the movement? So if you are curious how you too can utilize the elementals off-grid and on this grid, join me in the Rising of the Origins to inspire perspective, another worldly one that you may not have seen in them. The key ultimately is trusting our intuition. Take my Change Your Stars quiz to change your stars. If you're super curious about your intuitive gifts, your psychic abilities, we all have them. And again, some of them might just be off-grid, out of this world. The out-of-body energy centers, they do light up at a different time, space, and they bring in a different choreography. So with our solar plexus online today, the heart center, the relational channel, our divine connection to spirit, the oneness, along with a message from a singer, hallelujah, you cannot make this shift up. The key is really heart alignment, the heart's attunement, creating, even perceiving mental clarity, getting clear upon something, being specific. And the solar plexus is processing a hell of a lot of data. Jupiter's dancing with the North Node today. So with the solar plexus online, the heart channel, along with the crown, the kicker is being mindful of those bossy feelings that may be generative or degenerative voices. Intuition, let that be your guide. And your heart is aware of the way you think about who you are. Maybe you're overly critical, pushing to get to the top of the top of the top. Maybe we're becoming too bossy somewhat. Maybe we're being self-led, hopefully leading with our spiritual heart, Saturn in Pisces. So thoughts are percolating around our day-to-day connections along with the heavenly universe. Heavenly universe. So just imagine, if you will, sitting at the heavenly altar and really sitting there. Do you sense the universe is overly critical and judging you? Just imagine being at the heavenly altar with these subtle luminous beings. What kind of guidance are they offering you today? What assistance? What's the medicine? What's the magic that they see? So this choreography of our mind is really taking a new path in what we heartfelt believe, along with a new path around the thoughts we may have about it, wrapping our mind around our subconscious spiritual self, our higher self. So are you feeling the ability to connect to or commit to and be responsible for this new way of thinking as we move forward in the cycle in this season? So really holding space for your thoughts, journal, meditate, go out into nature. The singers are in the house on this mind-blowing day, mind-affirming day. So our heart, the Great Spirit, and our divine soul knowing the path to take. And allowing that inner universe, divine light to really shine down, to hear that voice on those whispering winds. So life is moving us towards the place we're actually meant to be. That's the universe opening up. So you may be leaving a relationship, a partnership, a job, a career. Sometimes we have to go through that. Something sometimes specific, seeing it with clarity, clear vision. Or you may be leveling it up, a new way of thinking about who you are, excelling those thoughts, a new attitude to become manifest in this reality, a new plan, a new strategy, being strategic. It's the divine blueprint. And Spirit is the one to show the new guidelines, shifting our attitude about who we are and what we thought about just that in our day-to-day life every single day. So coming off of the Fawn, that was yesterday's message, we had himself on Monday and the Master Maker the day before, or Tuesday. So all doing prep work literally for the singer today. So muse on that for a minute here. But today on the Elemental Highway, the element of the month, we do have, let me find where I got that because I'm all over the place today. Here we go, the Elemental Highway. There we go. We have a new element on the month. We've got a young Earth horse of a day, a little woo-woo going on. But the horse is feeding the heavenly realm, so we're kind of streaming upward out into the universe. The ancestors, the other world source, being a conduit, a spirit to matter, matter to spirit. We're bringing matter, fire, energy up to spirit. So it's like talking to spirit. Spirit sends nurturing messages and is able to create some stable ground for us to stand upon at that heavenly altar. So how do you know? Well, Spirit told you, sent you the message. Just remember, young Earth is a mountain. We go to the mountain to share our secrets and have those deep conversations. So it's time to go to the Earth Shrine, talk to an Earth being. I'm thinking of trolls, just saying. And the freedom, the horse is a solid freedom. It's a freedom-loving energy. Horses are fire energy, yin fire. This is all happening inside of us. Matter of fact, our day is a yin fire energy too. So this is warming. It's a warming candle. We still have charisma. We've got charm. We've got flair. Leaving a charming impression, being seen, enthusiastic about our ideas. That comes from the rabbit. But the horse is a friend. It's an ally to our day. So it's like having social butterflies. You get with a friend and you're just giddy and having your giddy on, I guess, your giddy up. And the rooster and the rabbit, they really don't get along. They are clashing. They clash, they don't get along. And interesting enough, if we were at the hour of the rat and the horse don't go along either. So those are directional clashes, just saying. I won't go down that rabbit hole. However, the horse, of course, is balancing these two threads. The only yang energy we have is actually the mountain today. So most of this is actually happening inside of us. The rooster represents wealth or assets that come to us from a mate. They control us with money, however, which is not very fun. Just saying. Fire is going to win, though, because the fire season, the rooster doesn't have the control until the fall. Great, right? So we're in the midst of the flames here. We really are. So the yin earth is a stable energy. Our creativity is stable. We are reliable. That's all hidden down below in the horse. In the mountain, we're producing the ability to converse with a stable energy, a creative force. This is channeling. And the water in the year, that's also controlling our flow, our ability to possibly lead, communicate. So I would say literally go to your heavenly altar, your shrine, that realm. Converse with the beings of the round table, the watchers, the angels, all things. They're all sitting there in the other world waiting to have a conversation. Cleansing, reconciling, surrendering, and allowing what's not serving us to float away on the cloud line. But the rabbit is really stroking and stoking the flames, probably kind of annoying us, poking at us, poking the bear, trying to get us our charm on, I guess. We do have all the elementals, but we do need to initiate the yang energy. All we've got is the yang mountain there sitting alone, but we got to go into the heavenly realm. So it's like get moving, getting that junk inside of us, outside of us to really heal and choreograph the design of our life today. Feels like we need to go to a tree, a conversation with nature to form or maybe to show us who we are in our own authenticity. Soul aspects is kind of what I'm seeing here. Heartfelt soul learnings, picking up on that design. So that was kind of a lot, right? So I just am thinking out loud. So what is our heart open to receive and accept the divine pour of love with? Unity, the singers, which brings me to the message of our day. I'll try to make this short and snippety. However, I love it when the singers show up. That just tells me that the universe has opened the door for us. The singers of the realm, they sing the melody of the galaxy. These are the absolute great ones. Their wings span the multiverse. We've given them a variety of names. It doesn't really matter what we call them as long as we call them in. Could be a diva, a god, a messenger. It doesn't really matter. So again, they really are the underlying song of the universe. And what's curious is himself and the master maker actually were prepping us for unity to come in for us on Monday and Tuesday. So the sounds of the universe have this natural humming vibrations. Again, these are the great ones to each and every one of us, whether it's the lower world, upper, middle world, all the worlds, inner worlds, outer worlds, just all the worlds, etc. So just showing us all the unlimited potentials that we all can become, offering us insight, giving us guidance to move in the direction, even offering us comfort when we veer off our given path here. They're always with us. They've got a lot of energy, compassion, and really so much more. Gratitude, blessings, if we just pay attention. What is it we have to do? Seriously, it's the simple thing of just asking. It's not really complex. It's just asking the question, putting it out there. Just be open to receiving their messages and just be aware of the insights that follow that divine message that you're asking. Being grateful ahead of time, being thankful, not worrying about the outcome. This all happens through prayer, meditation, love, divine love to these singers, the unconditional. It's always there. And just allowing their essence, that frequency, energy, vibration to stream through us, not just flow through us, but being divinely connected to a singer today. Probably every day channeling out into the other world, just saying that's happening for me. But unity is the one. This is being guarded, grounding, and guarding our love for ourselves. So when you think of unity, really, what is that? This is the oneness, absolute, at least for me. That's how I see it. So unity is the oneness. This is complete union. It's the mystical, magical experiences. It's really our spiritual home. But it always comes first and it always comes last. It's the in-between where we have an illusion of this duality, which we all believe in for a very long time, connecting to spirit. So the duality is ultimately shown to be the illusion, but is it an illusion? illusion. It's kind of going through the mirror, the cosmic mirror, knowing, oh, this too shall pass. This is where we learn. This is where we grow. And then once again, we return to just that, becoming whole, becoming one, becoming united, unity. So you may literally have a mystical, magical experience today where you've had true union with other beings of the world, not of the world, even in unity, the one who has it all. Being in that frequency, that energy, that vibration. And once we go through these experiences, they ultimately change our lives, effectively showing us that saying we are all one is not just a little belief or statement. It's actually a fact. We're all little particles in connection by the divine. We're little soul seeds. We're not separate like flowers out in the field, but we are one. We're part of a galactic meadow, I guess. And the only way to reach this awareness is literally through the surrendering to the small, the everyday self, into the larger spiritual self, our higher self, our Sira, which is unity. And experiencing the fullness of the oneness is very transformative. Literally sitting at the cosmic altar in the subliminal realm, having that divine connection. I mean, just meditate if you would, just looking at that picture, that image. The power, where's the power focused? All these vast energies streaming to us. It's otherworldly. Hello. So all this power is actually coming to us looking for a place to happen. And that's kind of what's happening. So unity is this energy of the cosmos streaming into our dimension to manifest. Doesn't really have form. It's energy to matter. So that's what we see often in the dark. But we also see the light, the polarities. It's the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. It's passive, it's active, and all the other polarities that you could imagine. The sun, the moon. So all of this energy is very balanced. It's vibrating. It's colliding. It's coalescing. It's all that is one. And that one is the god or the goddess. I'm going with the goddess myself, just saying. Everything else comes from the source from which we draw our strength of this very essence, this being. So the message here, really, truly, unity, knowing that we are one, is to become possibly connected by the divine. The divine is streaming these streams down to us so that we don't become overly focused. Maybe we become more fluid. We are not in disagreements. Maybe we recognize that we're not separate. We're surrendering. We're reconciling. We're being specific. Maybe we're tuning into our true potential, our authentic happiness, our love. Maybe we're coming out of the closet and we're no longer lonely. So this is the energy streaming for us and to us and those around us, far, near, and dear. It's kind of a bubbling frequency. Maybe it's adding some healing to our attitude, our thought processor, our beliefs. Anything that makes us feel separate is dissipating. So that's kind of the idea there, the reconciliation, maybe forgiveness. That also be the key to open the door. Forgiveness is key to surrendering. Often I find, even if your attitude of yourself is critical, things that push you away, it's kind of like, it always reminds me of cats kneading on the blankets, trying to get comfortable. So anything that's pushing people away instead of allowing them to get closer to you, keeping you distant and alone, that might be the message here as well, to where we become more connected instead of separate. With compassion is a big word, compassion, gratitude, stuff like that. Maybe we need to do some inner work. Maybe we just need to be honest with ourselves, which honesty comes tomorrow. So it's kind of through the meditation and the prayer, that's where we become, we're in holy communion, the three. We've got our boundaries, our guidance, our guardians are with us. We are loving ourselves. We're divinely connected, and we've got the Holy Spirit. So we're in this communion. So it's about going deep within ourselves. And that's where we've got love and trust forming, and just knowing, like I would just say, I'm connected, I am loved, unconditionally loved by an omnipresent being. So it's time to use those intuitive gifts, do some heart-led affirmations, do some mindful follow-through, committing to a new way of thinking about yourself and going on a path that's led by your heart, moving you forward and allowing your heart to lead you towards the future that you're actually meant to live. So I will be going live here in about an hour and 20 in the Rising of the Origins, where we're going to be merging the elementals with the subtle energies. The link is in the show notes if you want to hop in now and join the portal. So with that, I'll see you on the other side. And I forgot to mention, I do have a podcast out today which is hilarious. How did I miss that? We're doing fantastic, aren't we? Oh, wrong little hover there. There he is. Here we go. Yeah, so this is Sean Huber. There's an opportunity in everything. Interesting podcast. I do have a snippet at the end of the show. Be sure to tune in and comment. Let me know. And I'll see you on the other side. Ashe, blessings.
So I'm like, I got to get into this coaching thing. And I did coaching a couple of years before that. And I saw how it impacted my personal training clients and how it impacted me. And I was getting so much better results for clients because they were taking action. They were taking responsibility for themselves. So at that point, I'm like, I'm going to go into coaching full time. And my wife, after she had our daughter, didn't want to do teaching anymore. And she's like, I want to get into coaching too. And we did a certification together. She started following a really well-known coach and they offered her a job and we moved to California, which we uprooted everything, no support system with a 3-year-old at the time. And it was a great adventure and it proved what we could do and couldn't do. And her way of creating helped this woman do multiple millions of dollars in sales. So I'm like, we got something here. Why don't we go do this? And she had an opportunity. She didn't have to live there anymore. So we sold everything off and packed everything up and came to Florida. And we're like,